about that? That work? Guess we'll find out, huh? Oh yeah, I just couldn't be happy with what I had. So I had to go buy. You know, they make stuff, I think they make stuff like this for me. Or for guys like me anyway. Because they know you got the smart guys that go buy the $19, $20 freaking level, and then you got the dumbasses that have to have, you know, little lights and all the other shit that lights up, and you know, to pretty much for the guys that don't know what the hell they're doing, you know, they just buy a freaking gadget that, you know, you think does everything. I mean, literally you pay another 20, 30 bucks for those little LED lights. And you can push them, and I can't reach it from here, but you can push that button and it'll go to the center and blah blah blah. But anyway, you can see the bubbles are lined up, and I got me another one of these because I cut this around my welds basically, so I went and bought another square, and that was fairly cheap. But yeah, so there you go. They're super awesome at night, right? Here's the center one. Anyway, so now attack the corners, and hopefully we'll get it to stay relatively straight. These are pretty much done. I was going to tell you, when you screw your welds up so bad you hate them, I got a buddy that says a grinder will make a welder out of anyone. Well, there you go. Yeah, I got halfway through this and was trying to do the whatever, follow the puddle or whatever the hell it was, and ended up not digging it. So just zip that sucker off. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to get the welding on that. See you guys. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, if there's any ladies that watch, here's what I got. Went ahead and braced these up. You see the center braces there. This is my lame attempt to stack dimes with a MIG welder welding uphill. But it's going to hold, so should be fine. That's the regular. But yeah, I thought I'd give that a shot just for shits and giggles, just because I can. But yeah, it's all fabbed up, straight, looks good. I've got a couple more welds here. Taking me forever. Probably went way overkill. Matter of fact, I got a buddy that used to weld professional, and he said, you know, it's not going to hurt, but he said it is probably overkill. I was going to run braces straight across, but I thought these triangles would probably give me a little more room if I needed to drop something out instead of having a brace running across. So that's what I ended up doing. So yeah, that's it for now. And of course we got the little girl out here again. She's peeking over the chair. What are you doing? Are you blinking? She's my little doll. Alright, so yeah, there you go. We're getting closer. I'm going to roll this back up on here once I finish these braces, let the car drop down and sit on them, and figure out what I'm going to do with the front braces there. So we'll bring you back. See you. Alright guys, that's it, and it's lowered. It's not all the way sitting on it yet, but you can see in there. It's lining up pretty good. It looks to me like. And these are going to sit right on that. Same on that one. I haven't put the plates on top, and I'll tell you why, what I'm working on here. So this is my plan. Alright, you see these uprights here. So what I plan on doing is I got me some all thread and a nut. I'm going to run a slot in this. That way, put that plate on it. I'm gonna cut a hole in the plate. I'm gonna run a piece of the all thread in and weld that nut underneath like that. That way I can screw this up and down, and it, so if I don't want these out, I can just set it on there or whatever. But especially in the center, because those things are smashed, and so this thing's not gonna fit up in there. So what this will do is it'll fit up in there like that. Of course, this will be underneath the plate, but it'll fit up in there like that, basically. Same on the other side. So, but here's the problem. All right, so that sits right here like that. You can see that that's going to sit pretty much dead center. It's going to be perfect. But here's the problem. Let me set this down. So that's the center. You set that dead center right there where it's supposed to be. All right, so I don't know how well that'll focus in, but right there, it's going to hit. As that comes down, it's going to dig right into the side of that. So that won't work. I would have to move this over probably about like that, and it wouldn't be centered anymore, which I could do, and it probably wouldn't be that big a deal. But I also thought, same deal on this one, it's going to be exactly the same. It's going to come down, there's a radius right there, and it's going to hit right in that corner. So what I thought about doing is taking a piece of 1x2 instead and running it up in there to give me a little bit more clearance. And it's hard to see it, but I think that would probably work pretty good. Of course, I'm back here. I mean, I haven't cut this piece, but I have to go get some more of this if I do that. So let me know what you guys think on that. Again, there's another view. Should be plenty strong, and I guess still got to put the wheels and casters on it, which I have already over here. I went and bought a bunch of hardware, nuts and bolts and washers and all the stuff for the casters, and then you can see these casters. These are 330 pounds a piece for these casters, and I bought 6 of them. So that ought to be way enough for that. We're thinking that's going to be somewhere around 1,000 pounds ish, even if it's 1,500. Stripped down, there's no interior in it, nothing, no motor, transmission, rear end, nothing. So that was our guess. Most of the people that's guessed on this that I've talked to so far said right around 1,000 pounds, so ish. But yeah, that's good. This is going to hold way above and beyond. I think it's going to be fine. So there you go. That's going to be it for tonight. Until I figure out what I'm going to do with this up here, I'm just going to leave it alone, and I'll try to get back on this tomorrow, get this thing finished up if I can. I mean, it's taking a lot longer than I thought, but it is what it is. I don't get in a big rush. I'm not in a race, and I'm trying to do a good job. And I worked a lot on my welds too, because I haven't done a lot of welding like this, so I really took a lot of time and tried to play with this. Man, come on. Hello. There you go. Tried to play with these welds just to get them, and welding uphill and doing a little stack thing like I was talking about. Some of them turned out like shit. I got one over here that turned out, I think, like shit, but it's still going to work just fine. I tried to do like a triangle. I tried to go up and across, up and across, up and across, and I ended up not doing so hot. So, but anyway, the rest of it's that's going to be super good. But yeah, that's it. And I should be able to get these off. Once this is sitting, I'll have plenty of room to drop that. Another plan I have is I'm going to put some of these supports up underneath here, basically like that. But I'll stand it on top of there, so it'll go up and sit underneath. But it'll be actually sitting on here, and then I've got some adjustable feet coming, and I'm going to put those in the top of it to where I can adjust those feet up and down. That way I can pull the feet down to get to these spot welds or whatever, or if I'm using it for something else, then it will adjust up and it'll sit up against those. So, all right, guys, tell me what you think about those ideas, and I appreciate it. See you guys.